What's going on YouTube? This is Boweiner, and today I'm talking about just kind of a basic breakdown of the maps that Treyarch uses, and pretty much just the general idea of like what they go for on basically every map. So I'm going to be using Black Ops 3, obviously, because that's the most recent game, and it's pretty much what everybody watching is going to be looking for. Yeah, I'm here on Premium Games, which came with my Call of Duty guide book. So you get a free code for that, so I'm going to use that to make this video. This is kind of just a breakdown of the distances. Not really going to talk about that. Probably make another video about guns, ranges, everything like that. But for this episode, I'm just going to talk about the breakdown of the maps. So, before I get into it, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know, if you can't already tell, the white areas are all areas you can't either get on top of or, go on, like those are barriers. And everything else you can pretty much move through. So, with that being said, the first thing to notice in the Treyarch maps is that there are always going to be 3 different alleys. I'm going to call them alleys, or they can call them lanes, pretty much whatever you want to call it. But if you look at it, I'm trying to point, you can't see me point at it, but here's the right side for this map, the left side, and the middle. This is Aquarium. So if you didn't already see from the beginning, it's the one that has the big ship there on the that ship will be on this side of the map. Anyways, we're going to talk about pretty much what consists within those 3 lanes and how to pretty much go about approaching the maps. So knowing the ranges and whatnot will help here too. But I mean, I don't know them. Like, I don't study them. I don't look it up and say, oh, I need this gun for this much range. I just kind of judge as I go into, like, oh, I'm using a submachine gun, so I'm probably going to avoid taking this lane because it's usually going to be longer range engagements. If you watch the new DLC release for February 2nd, they kind of talk about this dynamic more in detail, especially for the new maps. So you might want to check that out too. I'll leave a link for that. So moving on, we'll just take one side for an example. So if you look through the middle, there's a lot of white, a lot of different white spots. Looking at the white, you can kind of guess that there's going to be a lot of different ways to take cover, a lot of things you can move between, just to kind of get around the map. And this is important to note whenever you're trying to choose which way you're going to go for the majority. Like, you don't want to stick to just one route, especially if some guy's killing you in the same spot every time. But kind of just a general idea. So everybody knows about head glitches. There's a lot on this game, so knowing this can help you out a lot. But just understanding that there's these 3 pathways is really the most important. Alright, and this is all the information as to those points. If you'd like another video on that, just leave a comment. I can talk about those more and pretty much how to go about playing those. So going on the next map, we got Breach. Here's another range guide. I might look at it for a second. You can pause it, look at it more if you need to. But yeah. Okay, so here we are down the map. As you can see, this map's got a different, it's on a different axis, but still has 3 ways. You've got the top lane, bottom lane, and middle lane. So going into this, kind of looking at it again, I'll just kind of, for now on, I'm just going to point out, kind of which way is better for what. If you look on the bottom, if you know the map, you know that there's a lot of long-range engagements on both ends once you're shooting from here to here, and also from here to here. But all of this in here is usually submachine gun territory. Like if you have a VMP, CUDA, anything like that, you're going to be pretty well off here. Whereas it gets really open here, and a lot of assault rifles are going to battle here. And then you get over here to where the bomb site is. If you play demolition, domination, stuff like that, there's a bomb site here, which is very vital. I'll use this side because here it is right here. See the bomb sites? It's a very good control point. You need to know how to play this area if you want to be good on this map. Lots of wall runs in this area too, so you kind of just need to play it yourself and just feel what you feel is best. You can use AR, sub, anything there. Moving on. Probably only going to do about 4 or 5 maps and then just kind of give an overview of anything that didn't cover already. So here's Combine, a map from the beta. Alright, so this one's also horizontal. And it still has 3 lanes. So you have, this will actually be the long alley by the creek right here is the middle way with a very hectic middle, mostly ARs, and you start to notice a trend. So mostly ARs here. This is pretty open, subs, ARs, you get a lot of people setting up camp back here. and just kind of holding down, controlling this side of the map. The same thing over here from this point. Yeah, pretty much a note like what I was saying earlier about where the guns go. Most maps will have a lane that favors each type of gun, which is good to know, because if you're running a, like, say you're running a VMP or a Vesper or something that is a little bit harder to control, submachine gun wise, you don't really want to run through the middle of the map where somebody with any assault rifle is going to win a gun battle with you. So kind of get a look at it and noticing that's good. Next we're going to evac, which is a very close quarters hectic map, but it also, as you can see from this way, some long range engagements. So this one also 3 more ways: top, middle, bottom. Same thing goes for each. This one's a little more I like to run just an assault rifle no matter what on this map, but there's definitely advantages to subs. It's just a little more limited, which is, I think, true for most of the game if you're playing competitively. It just honestly comes down to what kind of player you are. Alright, probably do 2 more maps here, and then we'll wrap up. So here we are on evac. This one has very distinct ways. For here, you've got top, middle, bottom, and this bottom one, it's definitely a long range. Middle one is definitely a close quarters. You can get away with using assault rifles anywhere, but mostly where you want to run with a sub. That's where most players that need to know this are submachine gun players, which is really why it takes that extra little bit to play with a submachine gun, and why people that use submachine guns end up doing so well are people that know how to do this. So if you want to be a good sub player, this is what you need to know. Okay, so on the top one here, there's a lot of cover, as you can tell from the white, which is good to know because you can move from cover to cover very easily. Usually get up behind people, use it as a flank route for one of these points. Let's see, there's hard points, domination points, bomb sites. No, here's the bomb site. Not a bomb site back here, but regardless, see, there's a lot going on over here. So even along the entire way here, there's a lot going on, and just kind of knowing what's going on there is going to help. So we'll end it here with Fringe because this is a very popular map, and one of the easiest to kind of point out these different lanes or alleys. Okay, so whenever you come into the map, you spawn on either side. You have the right, you have the train side, which is on the left here, middle, and then the right with automotive. So knowing that, there's a lot of cover through the middle, a lot of cover through automotive, and bare naked over here on the train side. Knowing that, you need to approach it, with a more tactical and careful approach, whenever you're choosing your guns and like which routes to take, which is pretty much what I've been saying the entire time. I know that. So there's really no reason to go on, if anybody found this helpful, I'll make more videos about this. But I figured, it's Christmas, game just came out, a lot of people don't really know what's going on. I played today and got my first nuclear. So it's the competition's below average right now, which is good for the players that have been playing. But I like to help the other players catch up too. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. This is Boweiner with Anubis Gaming. If you want to contact us, the email is anubisgamingxx@yahoo.com. Twitter is anubisgamingx at xanubis. I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave a link for that too, so you can find us, follow us. We'll follow back. Don't worry. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Peace.